This podcast is to show you how to use the chi-square test to test independence. Now let's see the example. Now, a Republican opinion poll surveyed a simple random sample of 1,000 voters. Respondents were classified by gender, male or female, and by voting preference, Republican, Democratic, or Independent. Results are shown in the contingency table below. So here is the data. We get 3 columns and 2 rows. Is there a gender gap? Do the men's voting preference differ significantly from women's? Women's preference. Use a 0.05 label of significance. So now our H0 is gender and voting preference are independent. HA, gender and voting preference are not independent. Degree of freedom, we get 3 columns, so 3 minus 1, and 2 rows, 2 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 times 2 minus 1 equal 2. This solution is I get from Excel. Now let's go to Excel to see how to calculate our chi-square, test statistic chi-square, and p-value. So now here is my Excel worksheet. So I copy the data, Republican, Independent, Democratic, so 20, 15, 50, 250, 250, 350. And then I use to calculate their sum. Total, row total. So we have 400 male, 600 female. Republican total 450, Democratic 450, Independent 100. So the grand total is 1,000. Now we need to calculate expected frequency. So expected frequency for male Republican, this is row sum times column sum divided by total. So this is row sum is E2, column sum is B4, and total is E4. So here is the formula. Now I put the dollar sign just to make sure those are absolute reference. So I don't need to type formula all the time. I just need to type one formula and then I just copy it. Now if you are not used to this kind of formula, you can go ahead type everything. You just need to type E2 times B4 divided by E4. And then at the next cell you type E3 times B4 divided by S4 by E4. So you get all this expected frequency. So now by test statistic chi-square definition, so chi-square is, so here is the formula. Observation, so chi-square is observation minus expected value squared divided by expected value plus observation minus expected values then square divided by expected value. So after you finish this cell, we get test statistic chi-square is 16.203. Now the next one, we need to calculate p-value. So p-value, we can use Excel formula CHISQ.DIST.RT. Now first argument we put test statistic, and second argument we put degree of freedom, that's 2. So Excel, this Excel 2010. Now if you use different Excel, you may have a different formula. So p-value is 0.0003. This number is way smaller than 5% alpha. So we reject H0.